This is the PS5 Pro, and this is the PS5 Slim. Looks-wise, they're quite similar, but on the inside, the PS5 Pro and Slim are very different. How so? Lola and I'll explain in this video. Yes, haha. Okay, let's start with the looks. The PS5 Pro has more stripes in the middle than the Slim. The panels here are also different. With the Slim, you get one glossy side and one matte side. But on the Pro, it's all one seamless piece. The light strip on the Pro is a bit different too. It extends further down to the bottom and shines a bit brighter as well. Both consoles can be placed either horizontally or vertically. These little plastic feet are included. You can snap them on here, so your console is nice and steady. To place it vertically, you'll need to order a stand separately. It doesn't come with your console. On our website, you can choose our Blue build stand. Now, about the weight. The PS5 Slim weighs about 3.2 kilograms, which is almost the same as the Pro, which comes in at 3.1 kilograms. Both of them are light. That's useful if you want to take your console to a friend's house for a game night, for example. The cooling system of the PS5 Pro has definitely been improved when compared to the Slim. The Slim was already much more silent than its predecessor, the PS5, but with the Pro, you can barely hear it at all. Now, let's talk about the disc drive. The PS5 Pro is digital only. If you still want to play physical games, you'll need to order the separate disc drive and modify your PS5 Pro console. The PS5 Slim is also digital, but with this console, you can choose the Slim Disc Edition, which already has the disc drive built in. Upgrading your PS5 Slim to add a disc drive is super easy. You can get a console that only plays physical games. That can be useful if you still have older PS4 or PS5 games on your shelf just lying around. And now, let's talk about the inside. That's what really matters. Let's start with the difference in storage. The PlayStation 5 Pro comes with 2 terabytes of storage. That's twice as much as the PlayStation 5 Slim. So you'll run out of space much less quickly on your PS5 Pro. You can store about 10 large games thanks to all that extra space. Plus, you've got more room to save your gameplay footage. The PlayStation 5 Slim, on the other hand, has 1 terabyte of storage. PlayStation operating system takes up about 175 gigabytes. So the PS5 Slim gives you 850 GB of usable storage. That's enough for about 5 or 6 large games. That means you'll end up deleting games or files pretty quickly to make room for something new. But if you want even more storage, you can add an extra SSD to the PS5 Slim. And you can do the same with the PS5 Pro, so you'll have even more space. Check out how to do this in the video by my colleague Gil. The link is in the description below. One of the biggest improvements of the PS5 Pro compared to the PS5 Slim is the visuals. With the PS5 Slim, you can choose between fidelity mode for better graphics or performance mode. Performance mode gives you more FPS, or frames per second. In fidelity mode, the game looks much better, but the FPS is often locked at 30 frames per second. Performance mode gives you a higher FPS, often 60, which means your gameplay is much smoother. But your resolution usually drops down to 1080 pixels. That's a tough choice for gamers. What do you go for? But with the PS5 Pro, you don't have to choose between the two anymore. Another upgrade is the Pro's new upscaling technology, namely PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution Upscaling, or PSSR for short. PSSR ensures upscaling, giving you the highest possible 4K resolution and up to 60 frames per second. PSSR uses AI for this. AI analyzes every pixel in the game and then adds extra details. This makes everything look sharper and smoother, and it makes playing on your old PS4 or PS5 games a whole lot better. Just keep in mind that if you want a game in 4K, you'll need a display for that too. One that actually supports it. So a 4K monitor or a TV with 144 Hz refresh rate. That way you can really get the most out of your PS5 Slim as well. Another big upgrade is the Game Boost feature on the PS5 Pro. Have old PS4 or PS5 games? This could be perfect for you. The Game Boost actually improves the visual quality of your older games. By the way, you do need to turn on the Game Boost feature yourself. You can do that in the settings under the Display and Video tab. There you'll find the option to enhance the visual quality of my PS4 games. Turn that on and your PS4 games should look a whole lot better. By the way, this feature also works for all PS5 content that hasn't been optimized for the PS5 Pro. The last improvement on the Pro is ray tracing. That's a technology that provides you with better shadows, reflections, and light rays. Games on the PS5 Pro look much more realistic than on the PS5 Slim, which makes your gaming experience even better. Ray tracing tracks very precisely, so the way that rays hit objects like surfaces, water, and reflections. By the way, the Slim does support some light ray tracing, but only for a limited number of games. For example, games like Ratchet, Clank, Rift Apart, and Horizon Forbidden West, and now a bit of tech talk. Both consoles have a powerful chip and are fast, but the Pro does deliver better performance than the Slim, thanks to its 33.5 teraflops. Flops is short for floating point operations per second. That's a unit used to indicate the computing power of a console. So basically, how strong and how fast it is. With 33.5 teraflops, the Pro is a big step up from the Slim, which has 10.8 teraflops. Okay, lots of specs and info. Let's sum up. The PlayStation 5 Pro is a fantastic choice for gamers looking for maximum performance, better graphics, and advanced functions like PSSR and Game Boost. The PlayStation 5 Slim, on the other hand, is more compact and budget-friendly, making it a perfect choice for casual gamers. Hopefully, you now know all the differences between the PS5 Slim and the Pro. Let me know in the comments below which console you're going for. See you later!